Hi everyone and welcome to today's story time. It's Wednesday the 3rd of March. We're on Roman Diary, The Journey of Ileona, a Young Slave by Richard Platt. So, day 28. Sorry, it's in Roman numerals. I'm so exhausted I can hardly write. Though the feast finished more than a day ago, the guests began to arrive as the sun was setting and we were still here when it rose. I've never seen so much food. First, there was shellfish, mountains of oysters, mussels, and spiny sea hedgehogs. Then tiny birds, songbirds huddled together on a golden platter. And the stuffed dormice I'd seen earlier arrived, dipped in honey and rolled in tiny black seeds. The main courses were kid, suckling pig, and sow's udder, all stuffed and roasted. There were entertainers too, dancing girls who tumbled and leapt in the air, musicians from Africa, a dwarf who ate fire, and a hunchback who told jokes about everyone there. Of course, there was wine, warmed wine, chilled wine with snow from the mountain tops, wine sweetened with honey, wine flavored with costly spices, and yet more wine mixed with water, just as people normally drink it. An image of the feast. Indeed, it was too much wine that ended the evening. One of the guests started talking about the new baths. He did not know how attached my master is to the project and began to rave about the great cost will destroy the empire. When he finished, my master turned purple with rage. Nobody else dared speak. Moments later, he left for his room, trembling like a leaf. The bitter row shook everyone, and I felt exhausted by it, and by standing on my feet all night. When I got to bed, I fell instantly asleep, and awoke only when it was night once more. Day 29 of September. Our small quiet world was turned upside down yesterday. My master seemed weak and ill when he rose in the morning. When he complained of pains in his chest and numbness in his left arm, my mistress tried gently to persuade him not to attend Senate, but he was determined to go and set off in a litter, clutching his vial of sea grape wine. We learned later that the Senate House had to be that at the Senate House he had to be almost carried to his favourite seat. The blow came when he stood to speak. His legs wouldn't hold him, and he fell to the ground, clutching his chest. The senators carried him home on a tabletop, and here he lies in a darkened room. His pulse is weak. He speaks few words. He drinks little, and he eats even less. Outside the silence of his room, my mistress wrings her hands and prays by the shrine at the front door. My master's brother is here. He has used his influence to send a letter to Cratinus by the emperor's messenger. It travels at the speed of a galloping horse and will reach him in a day, for he is now stationed not far from Rome. However, even if he hastens back with all possible speed, I fear it will be too late. Day 30. During the night, a physician came to examine my master. The man was a Greek like me. He arrived with 4 attendants, but took only my mistress into the bedchamber where my master was lying. When they came out, he was holding my mistress's hand and reassuring her. However, they passed the torchbearer. I glimpsed his eyes clearly as I could see from the empty house. Hopeless look that I did not believe his own words. See you tomorrow. Thanks for listening. Bye bye.